So, last time, having failed to get the relic of Solaire that was stolen by a group of pirates, the group forms a plan to fake capture Victor as a hostage to get their way into the fortress and get the artifact back from that way. As they were waiting to prepare, they are met at their hotel room by Simon Porter in disguise, as he calls himself. What was the name? Pomone Sorter, ready to take them over to Willow Island, where the Willow Pirates await them. Yeah, like I said, you're greeted at the door by a man in clearly a fake mustache on, just because you know it's him, of Simon Porter. Victor.
Me,
I believe that's who he greeted.
I got no idea who this dude is.
You met him the day before. You know who he is.
Oh, I thought this was one of the guys that I hadn't met, but everyone else knew.
No, you did meet him a little bit the other day with I think, maybe I'm remembering wrong. It's been a while.
If I did, it was very brief. I didn't really get anything.
You wouldn't recognize him, but actually, we can go to this map.
Yeah,
who is the strange mustachioed man?
Victor's just gonna be stepping a giggle.
That's the wrong place. That's the wrong place.
We're in the side story again.
We're gonna meet our other selves.
Hey, that's Fable. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. Technical difficulties, folks. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the right scene in a minute.
Technical difficulties. Please wait.
Why can't I? Did I accidentally?
Did you delete the map?
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding it.
Oh no!
This is where I play the Monty Python variety music. Do 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 do. Just like, please hold, please.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey.
Take that, depression!
Where did that come from?
Wasn't me.
Don't worry about it.
Me.
Don't worry about it.
Rad.
Probably get my notes up so I can.
I should
So
do
you can
way
get
better at
stage
doing
right.
notes. I've never done a single note on this.
So, anyways, you guys ready to head off to the island? I got my personal boat ready to take you there.
So if it's a personal boat, does that just mean that only one person can fit in it?
No, it's a decent-sized boat. It's got a sleeping quarters on it. It's meant to be out at sea for a few days without problems.
So,
so it's a person. It's a private boat.
Yes, it's my personal boat.
Personal boat, Mountain Blood just means that he owns it.
Right.
It's his private yacht.
Big enough to carry it, buddy. Let's go.
But yeah, as long as we're all good in the plan. I'm wondering.
Did we rest up?
Yes, it's been the next morning, so full rest.
I better make sure I get all my stuff.
Or long rest.
Just want to make sure because I didn't restore any of my spells or any of that.
Changed everything. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, Roll20 keeps changing shit. It keeps making it worse.
That's see, we took too much time off. We can't adjust.
Oh, here we go.
Come on. Show me my profile. There we go.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, I'm good. He's solid.
So yeah, Mercurius wants you to meet at the Canis Majoris before you head out. We'll meet you there.
No. What was Simon's Simon's cover again?
Timon Sorter.
Do you mind putting that in chat, please?
Sure. Type.
Thank you.
I can type real well.
The
Are you
DM.
sure about that?
And I spelled that wrong.
Wow.
Close enough.
I hit the T for the second part, the last letter instead of R. They're next to each other on the keyboard.
Yeah, it's fine. We
it's
know what
fine.
you're talking about.
It is literally the laziest name change ever.
Keep it simple.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise you, we will not make any jokes about what was it? Emergency food coming with us.
For at least 5 minutes.
But yeah, I think we're ready. Unless anyone needs to go back over the plan one more time.
And you'll have time to discuss the plan on the way over to the island. It's a couple hours journey there on my boat, so.
Fair enough.
Sounds like a good refresher time.
As he walks out the bar towards the harbor.
Bye, the bird.
So, what are you guys going to do then?
Oh my
Or
God.
falling, obviously.
We're going to go to the boat, right?
Yep, the
Yeah.
boat is southeast on the map.
South east. Whee.
We're just gonna pop Gnarl into the.
He is on here twice. Let me get off his second token. I didn't realize it was still on here. This
That's
is
a big
hers,
boat.
so. Because this map is freaking huge.
Oh, big old boat. Dog.
I
I'll
agree
zoop
with
you
Gnarl.
two over there,
Thank
Vic,
you.
Servire and Zane, so you're there.
Cool.
There, much better. Dog will go upstairs.
So you see your brother Victor standing there on the deck with Parrot on shoulders. Isaac is on deck with them, as well as his first mate Aurora. She goes, "Long time no see, Victor, and guys, how you doing today?"
Excuse me, I'm just gonna go above table on this, but that is slander. You did not introduce Macaulay Culkin properly.
Yeah.
Fine, yes, his parrot
I'm
Macaulay Culkin is on his shoulder.
I'm offended. Oh.
Wait, the parrots.
Trying to
Macaulay Culkin.
remember,
Oh.
Lyric, have you met the Aurora yet?
I think so. Did they accompany the Victor's brother to on the one mission where we went into the city to the dinner with the murder?
She was not there.
Okay, then probably no.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. So you see this, what did I make her again?
And I wouldn't know either.
He's a high elf like you, come and greet you. I don't believe I've had the chance to meet you before, Miss Aurora. I forgot how I pronounced her last name because I used a name generator for it. Kappa Hexa. Kappa Zax. Zax. Copy and paste time.
Keva Zax.
Lyric just looks at her. Gazoon height.
She pronounces that properly.
I believe the X is pronounced chi.
Kappa Shiath.
Aurora
We'll go with that, yeah.
Kappahath. The X is silent.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
She does a bow and a curtsy. Lyric.
And I'm pretty sure,
Meet your acquaintance.
Neil dear, you have not seen this gigantic ship before.
Nope. Well, I saw the gigantic ship when we first arrived
Oh yeah.
here and we're at the inn, but other than that, I have not seen this elf lady before
Yeah.
or been
Huh.
aboard the ship.
And you must be new as well. Kinda goes up and shakes your hand.
Yes, Nil dear.
Kinda scratches her head. Name sounds familiar. Wonder why.
Puzzle and a mystery.
Did you go to a school in the capital?
No, I never did go to a school in the capital. The magic school? Yeah, no, I'm more of a fighter.
Mm.
Nice.
And I'm not sure. You might remember it later, who knows? Or figure it out later.
As you see, she's got a bow strapped to her back.
We remember things at the weirdest and most random of times.
Anyways, so believe Mercurius was going to go over the plan with you. We still got to prep the ship for launch. So hopefully we'll see you at the siege. She kind of does like the wave as she's walking away with her hands, and she kind of goes back up here, just yelling orders at crewmen. You get that tied down properly. We don't want that. We want the sail. Don't want the sail coming loose. I hope you guys slept well, because you're gonna need every ounce of brain power on you to make sure this works.
Thank God for the headband. I mean,
They're just like kind of like a smirk, like, "Oh, please, this will be a cakewalk. If it's not, I'll know exactly who to blame."
What did I do?
I didn't say you.
Oh.
but we were thinking it. Oh, just kidding.
Otherwise, like I said, we'll be going over the plan on probably on Simon's yacht on the way over. So otherwise,
Oh, I'm glad you think I could afford a yacht.
that's
Yurt.
that's not you. Was that Simon saying that? Or
Yeah.
was that
Simon saying that.
Well, of
Simon
course you can
says.
afford a yacht. Just all depends on who you buy it from. You never heard of Stan's fast yachts? Totally not death traps. leaky leaky death traps. He's obviously at the look of like he's just taking the piss.
Anyways, I got something for you. I know it's been a while since I've been there, but I was stationed on that island before it became a pirate's haven. As he hands you a map.
Oh God.
I know my drawing skills aren't the best, but
Well, it can't be that bad. Victor will take and look over the map.
that's the thing. There's the map.
Yeah.
Do you see that in inventories properly?
Oh, it's in the inventory.
Oh, it's in the inventories.
Ah,
I'm like, I was waiting for the map to change.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
I'm like,
I was waiting for either the map to change or for him to share
Oh,
it
there
there.
Do you not see the
Aha.
pop up on screen?
yep,
Yeah,
just
I see
popped
it
up.
now.
Okay.
Smiley face.
There's a little smiley face and a little peace sign.
Stupid Simon.
I worked hard on that.
Did you work harder on the face than you did the map?
Longest part was the autograph on that.
Yeah, to just get that autograph in their real nice cursive.
Very good map. I can.
Yeah, honestly, that part did take me the longest.
Victor's just kind of looking over his map, showing it to everybody else, and he's just
As Simon walks off the dock and over past here, where his boat is, they didn't want to add it to the map.
so who's gonna tell him?
You're gonna tell me misspelled cannons?
It's
That,
totally canon at this point.
Did I?
You
Yes.
spelled it with one N. It's two N's.
It's too
This is anime
It's
canon.
canonical.
For
It's
real.
anime canon.
It's canonical
For
now.
real.
Oopsies.
Oh,
Well, I made that in a
Wasn't
hurry,
much
like
anything.
10 minutes before I went to the join the group chat. So bear with me.
good old
The one
F-
on the docks looks like lots of canoes too.
Yeah, I thought it was lots of canoes.
Which,
Also, I
if
think
a fleet of canoes came after me, I'd be scared. But
Supposed to be water. You hear Simon kind of saying off in the distance.
uh, anyway,
Larry just kind of leans over. How drunk do you think he was when he made it?
things.
Somewhere between not at all and very.
I was gonna go with either very or not enough. Anyway,
When you're under a
Uh,
lot of stress, you tend to do things quickly.
well, we better go. We better memorize the map as best as can. There's only one person can carry it at a time.
So Mercurius perks up. So you're gonna go ahead in Simon's little dinghy. It'll take you a little bit to get there, so you have time to more accurately plan your infiltration. We will be slowly behind you just once you get closer to the island, out of their line of sight. Simon, once you get there, he will break off to do his own mission to do his best to disable some of the cannons. Well, you guys, it'll be a couple-hour trip there, so plan your infiltration when you're on the journey over.
Quick question: if should the worst happen, or one of the worst things to happen, how will we signal you for so whoever can get out can get out, or we just totally until the cannons are disabled alone?
Well, the ship can make the assault with the cannons there, but we will potentially suffer heavy losses.
In that case, once the cannons are disabled,
Do
what
you
signal
have
should
any
we
scrolls
give
of
you?
sending or a way to cast that?
I do.
You want to have a telling bone we could communicate with?
There's your answer.
Yeah,
So-
you
so
were
it's awesome.
Mercurius, right?
Yes, I am the legate of the brigade and captain of the flagship of the Empire.
Okay, yes. I just needed to make sure that I am familiar for you to actually be able to contact you magically.
Fair enough. Good idea.
Well, well, it sounds like Nildir, you are our
I'm on
VIP,
communications.
primary communications, and our VIP to should things go really well or really poorly to get us out. No
I
pressure.
know Simon also has a scroll on him to signal us as well once he gets the cannons disabled, because what he is attempting to do when you are talking with.
Oh, and as a reminder, for at some part during the plan, if I do have one use of either an oh fuck wall or bubble.
Good to know.
Let me see if you can discern what you mean by that. I'm going to assume wall of force, but what's the other?
No, just it is wall of force. It's just a choice of if we want to turn it into a wall or make it into a bubble.
Ah, yes, I forget that you can form that into a bubble as well. Well, let's hope it does not come to that. But we still need to do a few things to set off. So I believe Simon says his boat's ready to go. So we will be behind you. He kind of does the salute. Best of luck on your mission. Come back alive, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Try. So that's what I want. What do I want to make? What do I want to make mobs at?
Indeed. Then he kind of starts barking orders to everyone. Okay, get this ship ready. We need everything in tip-top shape. All the gunpowder loaded and ready to access. Everyone armed and ready to go if worse comes to worse. Make it snappy, people. We got a mission on our hands. As you're saying that, Isaac comes up to you. Well, might be one of my first real battles today. Good luck in yours.
Yes.
Victor will not give a. He'll give a crisp salute before they hawk before before he gets onto the dean to Isaac. No, you'll get through it. Just remember your training. And above all,
Your training.
remember your training and remember maintain discipline and they're expecting hot nonsense. They're not expecting hot nonsense. So worst should all the above fail, do something crazy.
So fight
But
dirty
never
if I
see-
need to.
Do what you got to do to survive.
Yeah, it's like no. Honestly, the gods might care if you fight dirty or not, but to the victor, the spoils. It goes to glory and
So
spoil.
you go to spoils, Victor?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, to me.
I don't remember signing that contract.
Oh, it
No,
was-
near
should've
near
read it.
lyric. So, which also brings up if anything happens, Mount Blood, you're you're the next one in charge.
Yes.
I mean, oh gosh, I can't handle that much responsibility.
Yeah, don't be too excited. It's running a company is not as hot, it's not as wonderful as you think it is.
Yeah.
Responsibilities. Anyway,
This is the emergency food we're talking to, right?
No, it's Paimon, obviously.
Yeah, Paimon the emergency food. This is the one where we're talking to him right now, correct?
No, we're talking to Isaac.
I found out.
He's the you don't. I don't think Nildir
Yeah,
knows.
he wasn't here for that.
Isaac.
I don't know Isaac.
Yeah, he is the son of two of the higher ups in the cult of Namek.
Yeah, and the one who
He was
going
supposed to be a sacrifice for him, but they foiled it.
Yes. Well,
Let's
So
see,
he's
what?
not with them. He was just being used as a sacrifice.
Yep.
Let's see.
And he kind of grew up in the same city as Isaac did. Not Isaac, as Victor did.
All right. I will just for the sake of brevity walk up. I don't believe we've met.
Ah, yes, I am Isaac Ellis, heir to the Ellis family in the city of Regulus. Also grew up with
Okay.
Victor a little.
And what is your role in this?
I am a cadet aboard this ship. Basically a steward to Mercurius right now.
I've got something for. I was trying to think what I could pass over to Isaac, kind of like as a hold this for me, kind of keepsake until I get back.
gonna hand Isaac a Newton.
No, I'm going to hand over, like, for safekeeping, a couple things. One is Victor will take out a coin. He's gonna call. He's gonna say, "Here's something lucky, you know, because you can use every bit of it in this kind of engagement." And he'll hand over one of the really old gold coins to Isaac.
Are you doing it secretively or in front of everyone?
No, I'm doing this right in front of everyone.
Where'd you
If
get
the others-
that?
Don't worry about
I want it.
it. Don't worry about it. If we get back alive, you can have it.
But if you die, then do I get one? Do I get one automatically?
No, you have to ask Isaac. And number
Well, if
two,
he's
and
dead.
well, no, number two, he's going to pass over his because in order for the plan to go off correctly, they have to get the drop on Victor, or rather, or by any
Charles.
number of means. So it means he's not going to have his gear on him anyway. He's going to pass over his cloak of the manta ray.
What?
So I'm just
bet
going to
it-
mark.
That's
He
cooler
immediately
than
puts
what
that on.
That's
Yeah.
cooler than what I'm. That was cooler than what I plan to give him.
I think we're gonna give him a jar of dirt or something.
Yeah,
I got a
the-
jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. It's completely improvised, but I have a jar of dirt.
Hmm.
I'm
Well,
gonna mark
no.
both as safekeeping. Well, we'll see about the coin when he gets back.
Before he does leave, though, I will just kind of quietly just pass over a one of my 2 potions of healing I have. Hopefully, you don't need to use this, but in the worst case, this can come in handy. Because I have healing spells myself, so I don't need 2 potions. Yes, the wizard with the healing spell.
What?
Which is still weird to me, but that's an above board weirdness.
Yes, my gift of the metallic dragon.
Oh, that yeah. I could have sworn you got cure wounds on a wizard.
I do get cure wounds because I get cure wounds because of the feat.
Yeah, I could have sworn you get something cure related on the normal wizard later.
I don't think so.
Debate for
Unless
later.
it's some kind of weird, really weird wizard variant that I haven't heard of.
hopefully I don't have to use this.
Hopefully you don't have to use it, but if you do, you have it.
Well, looking at the cape. Well, I can use this as a nice water sneak attack now. He kind of cracks his knuckles.
The cape is more. The cape also will because it's not technically attuned. It's like just in case you need to take a dive overboard for any important reason, keep that on. Keep the hood up. What do you do? And it'll give him like a little.
Yeah, let me
wink.
double check to make sure that one does not have attunement, just to be safe.
It does not, as I would have marked it down because I.
Yep, does not require attunement, so he can just put it on and use it if he wants to.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's just that putting it up or pulling it down, you would need to take an action.
It's more for the point of, hey, if the ship sinks for any reason.
Yeah, ship sinking,
takes-
just jump in the water and you're fine.
Yeah, this will be a lifesaver, and that and the health potion that Neil there gave is. Let's just say those 2 will be really important.
And this ship takes a crap ton to sink, so
But hey,
like the other ship,
Hey.
it is magic. It does have magic wards that has it give it kind of a special damage reduction to stuff on the outside.
yeah, but there's a reason why he left a majority. Victor left a majority of his equipment behind because he can't. He doesn't have like say magic cargo pants to just store a bunch of stuff.
Magic
Bags
cargo
of holding are
pants.
very obvious. Like,
That'd be
anything
hot
else that we
salad.
brought, yeah, anything else that we brought along would have to be in the bags of holding, in which case the others would have.
Your magic cargo pants of holding.
Luckily, you can just summon your sword from anywhere. So
And your doggo.
you said
I
you
think
did
the
dismiss the doggo, right?
Yeah, I put him into a pocket dimension, so
Okay.
I can bring him out anytime I want to.
Doggo's lost in another dimension, another dimension, another dimension.
He may be being kept company by your sword's embodiment of itself.
So you don't think he would carry on him like? Well, I can go over like what items he's going to keep in the bags of holding for everyone else to carry, and what what he's going to explicitly bring with him.
Yeah, that
The
pocket
hide
dimension, because the
cover.
swords you're attuned to, might be someplace you don't think it is.
My point is though, is that anything he needs to, and yes, I heard that loud and clear, ominous tone included. The whole point is though, anything else he would have he's not giving over. It has to be either in another dimension, or summoned, or more likely smuggled in. But like I said, we can go over the details once we're in the boat.
On a boat. That's good.
We're on a boat.
So anyways, Isaac goes, I gotta start getting the ship prepared. The big day. You can kind of hear nervousness in his voice, but I'll get through it. I'll get through it. I've been through worse.
Little Simon.
Give him hell, Isaac.
I know these people are trying to kill me. It's not out of left field like with my mom. Not out of left field like with my mom, as you kind of hear him muttering walking off.
What's that about?
I'll tell you on the way over. I thought we mentioned the nil there.
No, we went over
previously.
it above table, but not on table.
Okay, so Victor can explain that during the trip over.
So anyway, you head over to
chime in.
Simon's ship. You see him kind of waving you over. Over here, guys.
Over here.
So, what's our chariot or our water chariot looking like? Is
Yeah, you see a decent-sized boat. It's got a it does have a cabin on it. It's a sailing sailboat. Kind of got in the front's kind of got the wheel where you can steer it and stuff. Steer it and stuff. But it's got a cabin that can fit about 4 people comfortably, you'd say.
okay?
Anyway, so we'll get going. I can launch this ship without your help, so you can plan your attack over in the cabin over there. There should be some place to rest. There's some supplies I procured if you need them in there. If you want to take some, please leave some for me. But I'll get you over there and lickety split. Hope none of you get seasick easier because this boat tends to rock a little more than the big guy.
Don't rock the boat.
Rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
Basically, it's a medium-sized fishing boat, you'd call it.
Yeah. Yeah, something very inconspicuous. Or rather, nothing like completely out of the norm for a civilian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys go into the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you see in there it's got a few like hammocks in there for sleeping, little storage chest, a table in there with some sea sharks on it and stuff like that. Place to keep some food. It looks like it's got a spell cast on it that's got a chillness to it to keep it cooler longer.
Nice. Fancy.
Oh yeah, plan your attack.
So, since as soon as everyone kind of grabs a seat and Simon casts off, Victor will start. And luckily, the plan's not. It's a simple plan. Simon's taking care of the cannons. Probably
Back
just
now, ask questions later.
well, no, it's more for the point of like going in. Our intro is going to be, hey, you're gonna hogtie me, or rather, just keep me tied up, present me as a prisoner. All right, you guys looking to join in with the Willow Pirates crew? You know the whole cake and boodle. I'm trusting Lyric to do a lot of the talking.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
So if
probably fair.
What's that?
So
She's
if
very
Simon
convinced.
tells us to do something, do we have to do it, or do we have to wait until he says Simon says?
I think that'd be a great game. Honestly, I was started thinking about it earlier. Like if someone says Simon Says and they do it, good for them. If they
Yeah.
don't, ooh,
Guys,
no.
let's get to the presentation and then and then questions and jokes. So if Simon's saying here cans, it looks like we're gonna have at least 2 layers of it. One cans around the mess hall and barracks, and the rest over at the dock. So if anyone, so I'm trusting Mount Blood. I'm trusting you to deal with that, so that way we have our exit at least covered. Otherwise, they're gonna blast us out before we can get away. Otherwise, Neil dear, here,
Mhm.
Lyric, I want you two to gather as much information as possible. As far like I said, we know the Willow Pirates and their captain is up to something. I can take a few guesses to what, but I'm more concerned they're working with somebody else. So as much as we know about the situation and what they intend to do with everything they're stealing, they godly relics and all, the better. Before we signal the my brother to come in with troops, sword swinging and all, and cannons blasting. My plan, as soon as we've made our introductions, they probably throw me into a cell, is I'm going to try and see if I can get the captain on a one-on-one basis. Most of the effective, I'm going to see if I can ferret out as much information as possible out of him while also keeping him distracted from you guys.
Wouldn't that be easier if I had the one-on-one with the captain, since I'm presenting you as reward and payment for us joining the band?
I consider that plan A, but in case he feels like, what do you call it? In case he depends on and doing sort of flaunting or aggrandizing, which I doubt. Let's just say I want to also have a few words of him as well. And if my hunch is correct, I don't think that's going to be off the table. But yes, either way, they'll keep everything covered. So basically, the idea is that me playing as Victor will stand up and just kind of do the whole mock heroic, like he's posing for a statue. As the hero of the empire. They, the point is to make me look like a bargaining piece to keep the military off his back
Hmm.
and to
You're
buy
the
him time.
pawn.
Yes,
Mhm.
that should be enticing enough to at the very least help him buy time.
Well, at least if they make a statue of you, they won't fuck up the face like they do with mine.
Here's hoping. Uh, jokes about historians getting things wrong all the time, notwithstanding. But yeah, I feel like I'm basically for me and Lyric, we're going to be supporting each other. I'm playing one part, and you're playing the other side. This way we get as much information as possible. Also, Lyric, I'm trusting you to get the keys to let me out once we've got enough pieces together, so we can foil whatever. If I had to guess, a magical ritual.
Lyric just looks at Vic. Don't you have a magical dog you can summon in any open space that could help you out?
I'm calling that Plan B.
You seem to be coming up with a lot of Plan Bs.
Plan B is Plan C. Point is though, the only thing I'm worried about is if we're going to be walking into an anti-magic field. Because honestly, it would make sense. Which is going to negate a lot of my should should shit hit the fan.
Oh,
If
yeah, it would make
nothing
me
else,
completely
we just
useless.
go nuts.
Yeah, that's what also I want to make sure is not in play. If we have at least we have match at our disposal, we should be fine. And just a matter of keeping cover until until we need to get out of town or get off the island.
And if all else fails, just go nuts and
Yeah.
start taking
If
people out.
there is a field in place, Ace, I'm gonna need to rely on you guys to kind of do something about that. Otherwise, I need to look as feel free to be as thuggish as possible. I can take a few jabs and hits. It's no problem.
You're looking at a tank right here. All else fails, rage, and start throwing people.
Yeah, worst case, and if worst comes to worst, and all of the above has a problem, becomes a problem and undoable. Yes, make as much mess as possible. I'll see if I can get myself out of my own out of my own cell, and we can book it.
I believe that there should be, just me thinking about it. I know, hard to believe, but I think there should be a code word that if everything falls through, there's one word that needs to be mentioned and just let hell break loose. So,
Hmm. How about sandwiches?
I love it.
I hear that. All
Oh,
bets are off
oh,
and gloves come off.
Oh, come on.
Everything
Naked
happens.
Gun the second. He's in the boo.
I'm
Boo.
I am catching every other word. What was the joke?
From the Naked Gun, when Leslie Nielsen breaks into the bad guys meeting when they're in the dock and he has the
Oh,
safety
right.
phrase, I love it. And they're feeling up and he's like, I love it. And they're stuck in the van because they parked the van against a telephone pole.
Oh God, it's been so long. I need to see Naked Gun
I
again.
forgot about that part.
Yeah, because I do. Now it's coming back. Yeah, what's the gunfight? The one where they're popping out of cover 2 feet from each other. The same movie, or was that the second one? Just to make sure I get references right.
I don't think there's a gunfight in the first movie.
Okay, so that's probably the second or third movie when one of the other guys is also building the biggest an artillery piece. He keeps putting more attachments on. Anyway,
Yeah, I think
tangent
that's
aside.
the third movie.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, the whole idea for contingencies and backup plans is I'm expecting at least half of these to fall through as soon as we get there, or a little bit beyond. But that's why we plan for as much as we can, and anything else, wing it. Step 1, make the plan. Step 2, execute plan. Step 3, wait for the plan to fall off the rails. Step 4, throw away the plan.
Step 5, make your own plan.
Step 5, improvise. Let's just hope we don't get the step 5 too fast. Otherwise, questions? Anything else on the map we want to cause general havoc with?
So this is just going to be me either in character or above game here, since my dog distracted me ever so slightly. Then I heard my character's name. What am I doing again?
Okay, Mount Blood, you're probably helping Simon with dealing with the cannons. There's
Dealing with cannons. Okay.
2 floors. There's 2 floors of cannons. I don't think he's going to be able to deal with all of them at once, or at least the majority of them.
Okay. All right. Cannons.
They just kind of looks
I'm
at
disarming them.
I think Mountain Blood should stay with us.
I'm saying
I think we should stay as a group and let Simon do his thing.
Then what should I do?
near
You're with
your
us.
prime. Well, I'm saying near there's a prime point of contact. Yeah, that's probably. All right. Well, let's put it this way: since you guys are the ones who captured me, quote unquote, who's leading and who needs the bodyguard? 'Cause that's actually an excellent point.
Well, what angle are we looking at? If we're doing the bodyguard angle, I should lead because I'm Miss Dainty and Tiny. And Big Mountain Man here can just be silent as I do all the talking, and Nildir can read through his books and be my advisor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
The other way around is Nildir can be the brains and do all the talking while I play songs to entertain us, and Mountain Blood can be the strong silent type. Sorry, you're kind of typecasted, Mountain Blood.
So I'm the strong but silent type.
I think we should go with the first plan with having the charismatic person talking.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards too. The
I mean, I am fairly charismatic, but not nearly as much as our bard friend here.
but yeah, but otherwise, yeah. Neil there, Lyric, you guys are getting as much information as possible. So, so I'm assuming, like I said, um, Lyric will be probably dealing with the captains as from the friendly aspect. I'll probably be dealing with him as the opposite and prisoner side of things. And otherwise, rest its free reign. Try to get as much info as possible and locations of where all this is going down. I would say at least somebody should keep an eye on, like, keep an ear out for Simon just in case, his cover gets blown.
I think if Simon's cover gets blown, which he has none, he's just going to eliminate the problem.
Mm.
I
It's
trust
mostly
your
because
brother in putting in charge of someone who can take care of the cannons. I'm not concerned about that.
I'm not. Well, it's not the can I'm concerned about. It's the fake mustache. But
I'm pretty sure I got something
Lyric pulls
disguise
out a
kit
fake
somewhere that can
mustache
do
from
it.
her disguise kit and puts it on. See, completely different person.
Wait, where'd Lyric go?
It's-
I'm just hoping that they are as the guards are as this dumb as I think they are. The captain is the only one I don't think. As first mate is the only one.
We don't have to
think
worry about
that's
dumb.
it.
We have to worry about drunk.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Victor will pull out his flask of whiskey and start. We'll wait till they get closer to start dousing himself with it.
oh, what a waste.
Well, he's gonna
I thought
drink a
we-
bit, douse it. Like he
Mhm.
wants to sound as though he wants to feel as though you guys got the drop on him while drunk, and but everything else in between is, well, feel free to take liberty.
What
We
if
need to
Victor
sell
was
this.
drunk?
Victor's, it's like, what makes you think
Lyric,
I'm not always?
Lyric
What makes you
literally
think
just
alcohol
pulls
I'm
out her
not drunk? When am I not drunk?
Lyric just pulls out her disguise. I've got makeup that will make you look bruised and beaten.
Same here. I got a disguise kit too. Shocker. I used to be an actor way back in the day.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I have a disguise kit too that'll help. It's called my fists.
That too. Be way more realistic that way. At least you get the marks off of my knuckles too.
I'm going with Lyric's plan.
Oh,
I said you can save the beatings until
hey,
There you
the
go.
rough.
There's a soft 20 on
I-
my disguise kit for you.
I
Thank you.
have. I hear the word, and people are going to get tossed. That's just me.
Yeah, I'd say save the beatings and the show of force when we get there.
Oh, got it. The word
when
is
we show up. When we show up, then everything starts. Sounds good.
sandwiches.
Like I said, the
Start grabbing people.
yeah, if this not the safe word, but the oh shit, everything's going wrong is sandwiches.
Here's sandwiches. First one to go. Victor, let's go.
Well then again, we should do something specific so that it's not going to just slip out in casual conversation.
Maybe it should be like, hey, look at that, or something along those lines.
So
Because
like,
that would get people's attention to go one way, then I could swing with the other.
hey, Lyric, what's a sandwich not common around here? Like what's a fruit?
Wait.
What type of food?
Oh God.
Taco. Those
That'd
things
draw
Lyric
people's attention.
invented.
Yeah, I like that
Those
actually.
things Lyric invented in the capital, taco.
I mean, I didn't invent them. Fine, taco's fine.
Yeah, like I say it won't be anything that's common out here. So at the very least, if it comes up, that's the code word.
What was the code word again?
Code word is taco in case in case the plan has gone horribly wrong and we need to get out.
Okay. Code word
Otherwise,
one more time.
Victor's just pinching the bridge of his nose.
Come on. Never mind,
Otherwise,
you were in the moment. It's all good.
let's see. So Simon's got the cannons. You guys also depending on how busy the mess hall is. I don't know. Feel free to poison it, just to keep because the less of a
Oh, I
fighting
thought
chance they
maybe
have.
you
The
wanted a
better.
little something just in case. Okay.
Well, no, it's more for the point of we're gonna have people rushing in, I would rather them have the best opportunity, the best chances of getting in and dealing with the problem.
Do I look like
Then
someone who
dealing with the
carries
full
poison?
doesn't have to be poison. It just has to be something to keep them.
Just enough to get somebody have something that gets somebody sick. Basically,
Yeah, sick, indigestion, or otherwise
we're not
indisposed.
trying to kill people here. Wait,
Well, no, but we are trying to kill people. We're just not trying to. Like I said, we're not trying to
slowly kill
cause a
them.
huge enough of a stir to put the whole place on high alert
Mm.
immediately. Okay, so that, like I said, otherwise that covers the mess hall and barracks. It's just the manor, which is the only place I expect to be under heavy guard. But again, we'll have to worry about that when we get there and get actually a good look at the place.
Silent but strong. Wait for the word. Silent but strong.
Any
Wait for the word.
any other
Shoot, I
comments?
forgot Victor. She grabs Victor's hand and puts a ring on one of his fingers.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Cocks
kind
an
of
eyebrow.
forward there, huh, Lyric?
So sudden. This was a rush.
That's going to be the item that seals away his magic.
Oh,
Oh my
oh.
god.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you know what?
So
Spur of the moment, things should happen.
I was waiting for the context.
So in case there is a magical field and they're worried about you, I can say we put on something that blocks you and your capacity to use magic.
Excellent.
Hopefully that will allow us to use magic.
But wouldn't you want something that's maybe less noticeable?
No, you want something noticeable so that way they can put them at ease.
So are you going to be
Uh,
Or at
shackled?
the very least, they'll announce, like, don't worry, they'll announce, no, that's not a problem. We already have a field, or we have
well,
something for that, or yes, okay, that's good. That'll we don't because we don't have much in the way of magic protect. You know. Again, we want them to drop their guard.
So the wearer doesn't
Excellent.
have the ability to use magic then, correct?
No.
what kind of
Quote,
magic?
unquote.
What kind of magic would give off the impression that it's keeping him from using magic?
Let's see, what would this? The only thing I think of is like disjunction. It's like whatever Mordecai's disjunction or anything that would specifically anima. What kind of school would that be
I mean,
in this edition?
just hear me out. Like, what if part of the plan? I mean, since the ring, too bad the ring didn't have like a area of effect around it, so to speak. Because that means you just have to have someone close that would disable your magic. But say something were to happen, and that person had to go away, that would
Probably
open up that window of
abjuration.
opportunity.
Yeah. Let me guess, Neil, you're gonna put some abjuration on it just to make it seem like that in case anyone gets curious.
No, well, I'd put an illusion on it. I have Arcanist's magic aura that I can spoof people who try to check to see if it's magical and what kind of magical effect it gives off,
Yep, that's what I was getting at.
and it lasts for 24 hours.
Perfect.
I'll do that to the ring, so it'll give off an abjuration effect if they decide to get snoopy on it and look into it.
All right, so we have that down. Let's say obviously our exit strategy is going to be once
Because I can
everything's
make it appear
rolled.
magical.
Yeah. Obviously
Sounds like a
the
deal.
exit strategy will be once everything's said and done, or we have the point where we need to call reinforcements in. Everyone, like Neil there, Simon will notify the captain, notify my brother when it's safe to come in. You'll notify either the like in case that fails, you notify us and notify my brother. Her if either guests come in or no, it's come in full force, expect resistance. Either way, we have that and a fallback. And lastly, is there anything else I'm missing? And by the way, yeah, it's after. You're definitely right. Abjuration would be the one you're thinking of. Let's see. We have our exit strategy because we'll probably take Simon's boat to get the hell out of here. Once also, it's assuming the main ship is coming in. Is there anything else I'm missing?
Do all of us need to be in disguise, or is it just you, Victor?
Oh, that's what I was forgetting. No,
Because
you guys should
it
probably
would
be in
look
disguise.
weird without you
When,
around if the
when
rest of us
Mountain
show.
Blood brings that up, Lyric goes and sees if there's a private area where she can change.
Yeah, you guys probably in disguise.
There is
But,
not. This is one room.
well, before you do, the last thing I want to discuss is what's
Jesus.
Victor's going to carry on him that's going to be immediately obvious, and who's carrying the bag of holding with everything else. So let's see.
What's the normal type of weapon that Victor uses? His sword, right? It's a long sword.
Yeah,
Lyric will hold your long sword. She won't equip it; she'll hold on to it.
that that would be the recommendation I would go with because he would have been seeing enough of it to know that that's his. He's also going to pass over the helm of comprehend languages. Granted, I don't think they're gonna. Actually, no, he'll keep it on so that way they can take it. You know, that
She'll
he
take
just
the
wants.
helm of comprehend languages off and put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, it's mostly that whatever I don't want to plan on losing is what he's thinking about. And he's gonna keep the
Just
deck
gonna
of
look at
illusion.
Victor. Armor. We need your armor.
He didn't bring his armor.
Okay.
He is
His clothing that he's in, is it
Can you
decent?
rip it apart?
It's a company. It's the company uniform, and plus of it.
Yeah, she'll look at Mountain Blood.
Insignia.
Scuff up the clothes a little bit.
Like how? Like just
Rip
rip a couple
tears.
tears?
Yeah. Dirt, whatever you can. Like he got ambushed. From shoulders to toes.
Just kind of look around for something that'll darken it up a little bit. Maybe
She'll hand Mountain Blood her dagger to go
just
ahead and
a
use it.
couple of quick little swipes, not deep stabs.
Two
Little, like,
swipes,
scratch
couple
marks,
tears with your
scratch marks.
hands. And then
You wouldn't
she'll
happen to be able to press to digitate some dirt on him, would you?
Is there dirt on board?
No, magically. Because it doesn't just clean, it can also dirty. I just didn't take the time to pick it up myself.
How clean
I
is
mean,
this room?
It's
He
clean. I'm pretty
keeps
sure.
Simon keeps it nice and clean.
Yeah, it's
we
clean as
just
can.
use some dark makeup and just kind of brush here and there. Oh, wash off.
Yeah, but otherwise,
I used my last batch of pocket sand earlier.
Victor will pull out his pocket sand because that was one of the things he was going to keep just in case. Yeah. I'm wondering this is where
She'll
Neil and Mountain Blood
she'll just-
looking at each other like, why do you keep pocket sand? You two?
She'll just
never know
throw the
what's gonna come in
pocket sand
handy.
in Victor's face. You might want to close your eyes.
Yeah, as soon as he passes over, he will close his eyes because he knows what's coming.
All right, I rolled a sleight of hand to keep that out of his eyes. That's a 21 on the sleight of hand to not get it in his eyes.
Look at sand. Sha sha sha.
Jesus, what the? Ah, my
Otherwise, he's
character
going.
sheet started flipping around.
I was looking at something on it.
Oh,
But otherwise, he's gonna pass over his torch that he just keeps on just as a just in case. His scrolls of Fetterfall, the holy water flask.
Larry just holds out the bat, put it in.
Yep. Acid pineapple explosive.
Lyric's gonna pocket that one.
No, no,
that's pineapple.
that's the one I got. That's the one he got from our artificer. This is
Yeah,
only.
pineapple bomb.
This is for emergencies.
Lyric looks at him. Yes, for emergencies.
It's like. Otherwise,
Lyric, so you understand, it's for if there is an emergency, not for if you're the emergency.
Yes, I understand that. She just looks at Neil. Also, how often do I get us out of trouble that I didn't cause?
enough times. Enough. He will have a shield with him, so he will pass that over.
She's like, in the bag, we gotta get you
Shield.
as disarmed as we can.
Yep. Crossbow bolts, heavy crossbow.
And Victor, he'll be shackled, right?
Yep.
No,
His dungeoneering kit, spell. Yeah, like I said, spell scroll of cure wounds. I think his last flask of Mork beer ale.
How much are we?
Net. Oh, that's right. He's going to take out the 2 pairs of manacles he have, and he's going to drop the other one into the bag of holding. And so that's for like to keep on him to make this work.
How dangerous should he be perceived, or how? Are we? What are we going? What are we going for? How difficult do we want to make it seem like it was to capture him? Is he just going with basic wrist shackles? Are we doing wrists and ankles, or what are we doing?
I'm going to leave that up to Larry because I'm going down the list of things I'm dropping in. Depending on how far we go, if I think for wrists and ankles, you guys are gonna need to get 1 or 2 of you are gonna need to get a little scuffed up, mostly Mount Blood,
Yeah.
because it's just because
should it
Mount Blood
just
is
be should it just be like wrist and ankles, or should there be like a chain in between? That way, it's like can't
I just didn't know if it was just going to be
people look at
wrists
it.
or if we wanted to do wrists and ankles. So
We
we
can
couldn't
we
just
can do
run.
Lyric just wrists behind his back.
Let's say we'll do
We
that
want
once
him to
we
be able to
drops in.
move.
That can work.
So he drops in the wand of wonder, or the ruby. I think I still have. It's like I got rid of this. The ruby of the war mage. Yep, 1 week worth of rations, dagger, his helm, map, healing potions, and explorer's pack or whatever leftover from that is, and that should be his dice set, his art card set, the three dragon ante. Otherwise, everything else is either is stowed away on him or just kind of clearly, but not a problem. So he's keeping
It's there if you need it, but
his whiskey flask he's keeping.
oh,
He's hiding his the jewel for his arcane focus, because he is gonna need that in case just in case he has to break himself out of jail. But it just looks like a regular tiny little ruby. And a deck of illusions. And lastly, the sending stone. Everything else is it's the clothes on his back.
Yes,
All right.
please keep those on.
Yeah, clothes on his back and the insignia of the Cancer Legion that he was with. That's more of a memento, but eh. So yeah, it's when we guys get closer, then go ahead and put the manacles on.
and I'll just kind of go about myself, kind of make it look like I got a little more roughed up, but took a few hits here and there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Lyric, you said you wanted to change into a different set of clothes.
Yep.
Okay, so you'd have to kick everyone out of this room.
Yep. As soon as we're set, Lyric just pushes everyone out of the room. She just no peeking.
Hey, but you saw me. Never mind.
Yeah, Vader will just stroll out because he does, until they're ready to put the manacles on him. He's just gonna go shoot the shit with Simon.
Simon says, "Oh, what you guys doing out here now?"
Nothing.
Getting ready. Or is
Lyric needed the room.
That's your boss. You're letting her boss you around, huh?
I think
He
she
kinda
prefers
giggles.
dignity.
Vader will just roll his eyes and giggle a little bit and just laugh a little bit too. Yeah, well, counts the territory.
Lyric, give me a perception check when you're changing.
Oh boy.
Okay. Perception's not bad. That's a 9.
Well, luckily this was a low check. You see you look at that chest that he has kind of for storage sitting on the in the room. You remember he said, I have some supplies you can take if you need them.
Lyric will open up the chest.
Inside of it, you see a tub of some stuff. There's a note that says, "Do not take this" on it. That says, like, Simon. But you see a couple flasks of holy water in there. What looks like best to be described as flares. A couple of those. And a few potions of healing.
Lyric will pocket all of those. She'll look at the thing that you said 2 holy waters, a couple of flares, and then how many potions of healing?
You see 4.
He did say to leave some stuff for him.
And the one tub of stuff, you can't quite make out what it is. That just says, "Do not take this" explicitly.
She won't take that explicitly, but she will. She will leave 1 flare, leave the tub of stuff, and she rolled an investigation on that. That's a 17 on the investigations on the tub of goop.
It looks like some kind of grease or glue, probably a glue or resin of some kind.
Sounds like a party.
What would I have to roll to figure out what he plans to do with the with that and the cannons?
Give me what would be good for that? Give me an intelligence check.
That's what I was thinking. It's bad. that's a plus that. That's a 7.
7. Yeah, you have no idea what he what could be planning with that.
Above board, it sounds like he's gonna glue the place where you load the cannons up together so they can't open it.
Above game, you are correct.
Larry's like, oh, okay. So she'll leave the sticky
Because that way they
pack
can
there.
fix them and use them again later.
Yeah. So she'll leave that. She'll leave 1 flare. She'll take the rest because she doesn't compute why he needs the holy water, and she'll ask outside if he needs any potions of healing or not, and give him whatever he needs out of her pocket.
Sorry,
she has none.
What'd you say about? Did you take any of the holy water?
I took the holy waters.
Okay.
Because she couldn't process why he would need holy waters for some reason. But she will when she emerges. Ask if he needs any potions of healing that were in the chest.
Yes. You could leave 1 for me. That should be good.
She tosses him 1.
Put it back in the chest for now. So you guys all got your plans all set in motion, ready to get going as soon as we get there? Or anything else you
Ready
want to take up with me before we get too close?
No. Other than Victor writing a note and leaving it with Simon and this for EX saying should somehow I don't return from this mission for any reason whatsoever, Madam Blood's in charge. Please. But dock everybody's payment for my funeral expenses for me.
Yeah, I'll be in charge.
Well, hopefully I
You'll
make
be
it back
fine.
to
Fine.
deliver this message. Probably should have left it with someone in town, honestly. And again, hopefully we won't need it.
Granted, I was thinking about that, but I completely forgot to mention it before we left.
I'm obligated to make one more reference of this. Mr. Paimon, if worse comes to worse, can you be used as emergency rations?
Well, humans are kind of hardwired not to be cannibals, so it's probably not a good idea.
Actually,
But I do have
Oh,
fishing
raises
supplies
her
in there,
hand.
so we should be fine.
I'm I'm not human though.
I'm not entirely human either. I'm half elf.
Humanoids.
If he sees
actually,
them just right, they'll turn out perfectly. Honestly.
actually, Mr. Timmy G, can we just retcon that he will left that with his brother?
Sure, we can retcon that.
Yeah, because it's a small thing, but just in case.
Anyway, should be a couple more hours, so taking the ocean view when we're waiting, relax in the cabin, take a quick nap. I have some hammocks back there. Whatever you want to do, we'll be there in a bit.
Victor, we've gone back and played cards until they
That's
get close
fair.
enough.
Well,
Well, he wants to be specifically be out of sight in case they look over at us and see, oh, hey, there's someone who's going to show up later who's supposed to be in manacles. I'm sure spy glasses are a thing.
yeah, he's supposed to be in his manacles.
Yeah.
So, in our last bit, since we need to do stuff to kill time, when we first met in the ruins of the tower, or the tower that had transposed itself, you were curious about some of the events of the past. Is there anything else while we have this downtime? Is there anything else you wanted to know that I may be able to enlighten you on?
Basically, I was curious about is the condition, because I saw you get frozen in time during our last trip into where was it? Not Dragon's Bane, but the other country, the one where our dragon friend is. Well, mutual, neutral
Dragon acquaintance.
dragon acquaintance.
It
Yes,
fell.
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. I'm fine.
doesn't seem like nothing.
It's under control.
What if it happens again, though?
So you're saying you don't need one of the coins I just handed over to Isaac, hey, for whatever that's relates to
The
that.
the coins are infused with an unnatural time magic that is just best if it doesn't spread too far.
They consider they consider the good that as a good luck token for us as well. It's encouragement for at least one of us to get back at it as alive. Wink.
Hmm.
At the very least, though, you wouldn't be able to hone in on that, would you? For say a teleportation spell.
As of this moment, that is outside of my capabilities.
Give me an
Okay.
Arcana check.
Both of us.
No, just Neil dear.
Okay. I used one of the coins when making the ring, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just needed to update that I no longer have 10, that I have 9. Arcana check. Boom. Shit, 12.
Yeah, you know those things are kind of probably have that same time magic you do, but you can't sense them. But since they're in inanimate objects, it's not really going to affect people either. Like at the wrong time, someone could be like trying to hammer it out, and it could be unscathed because of the time magic, but it's not going to affect anybody else in any way.
Mm. We just don't know everything there is to know about them. There's still a mystery to us.
I would like to do. I like to do a perception check. See if Nildir is leaving things out on purpose.
Okay,
This also
roll
feels like sidestepping.
deception to insight.
See your deception versus my insight. Where is my insight? Ah, there we go. Gotta be a 15.
Shit. No,
So you're saying these things are quite dangerous, you say?
I'm not saying they're dangerous. I'm just saying they may have properties that we're unfamiliar with.
Then like I said, it'd be a shame if that stays in Isaac's custody for too long. But at the very least, it's a good. It might. Who knows? It might be, like I said, a good luck token.
Who knows? I'm just surprised there's nothing else you wanted to know.
What about Why would you say that? Is there something I should know? Anything you would like to share?
I just was around a long time ago. There
Well,
may be things that I know that you may not be able to find so readily.
I'd like to know who the fuck the mech was back when. That's the only other question that's on my mind.
He was a friend. Long time ago, he was a friend.
Just a that's it. Just a friend, an acquaintance, a well acquaintance.
The kingdom, as the Empire does now, didn't take too kind to the practice of necromancy. We knew each other through a shared interest in the School of Magic.
Above board, Victor does know that Victor know that the mech and the Emperor are related.
I don't believe you've figured that
I
out
have
yet.
not and I have not disclosed that.
Yeah, I definitely know Nildir has not disclosed that. Hmm.
And the Emperor wouldn't have either because it's his burden.
You can roll to see if you've maybe sussed that out as Victor, but Victor does not know that.
See, and that would also be insight, correct?
Whatever you feel would be a good roll to check that.
Actually, I'm going to ask one further question, then I'm going to insight.
Okay.
Still, if you knew him back then, I'm assuming you would have known him before he was Wookie skeleton. uh, did he? Do you happen to know if he had any relatives, family, quite adoptive or otherwise?
He had family. He he had a difficult childhood, but he did have family.
Anybody we would know, or is it just so far back they might have changed their names? Family names might have changed. Would not be fond if I find out we're secretly related. Not gonna
No,
stop me, but it would be annoying.
I can tell you that you are not related to that monstrosity.
All right, now I'm gonna make the insight. So it still doesn't answer my question, and that's a 15 again.
You have a feeling that Nildir is not giving out the information for some other reason, but you can't figure out why.
Ooh. Would you like me to make a persuasion, or is that not necessary at this point? Because I'm not lying to him.
You're just withholding the truth, yeah. So
Yeah, it's like I say, Victor's definitely feeling you're
Yeah,
sidestepping.
I'm
Question.
omitting
yeah,
information.
you know he's admitting information. You just don't know why.
Omitting.
I won't press it for now. Then,
Perhaps another time.
yeah. Hopefully before it becomes incredibly relevant. Again, we're this deep in state secrets. What's a little further?
I'll let you know that if it does become of necessary of the utmost importance, I shall inform you as it becomes necessary.
All right. I have to accept that for now. Mostly because I don't have any other way to pry the information out of you anyway. I'm pretty sure that that's a bad idea in the first place. He's being coy at this point.
As you're saying that, you hear Simon yell outside, "Hey guys, everyone, Victor, can you come out here for a sec?"
With or without
Without
get ready?
Victor.
Without Victor.
As you
There
kind of,
was one last question.
Oh.
There was one last question Victor had for Neil there.
well, it can wait till he's done talking with Simon.
All right.
So it kind of comes out, you see him kind of steering the boat. As you see an island off in the distance, that you can see a bunch of like greenery on top of it.
Mhm.
So does anyone here know naval reconnaissance, or what's the word I'm looking for? Communication methods.
Not at all.
Would that be navigator's tools you're looking for?
No.
Okay.
Just
This seems more like
navigational terms, talk, all that kind of stuff.
Jargon.
Because yeah,
So
we need to signal the island there what we're arriving for. I'll have to take control of that. Can someone just keep the ship going straight?
Yeah.
He's just kind of
Again, that's why we
looking
got
at you
Simon here
three,
for.
Neil Deer, Mountain Blood, and Lyric.
Be what?
Keep the ship steady.
Mhm.
Like, take the
Talking
wheel,
signals.
make sure we
Sure.
stay straight.
There looks at Mountain Blood. You're probably the best one for this.
Sure, I'll take a whirl. I'm pretty sure I can hold it in place.
Okay, what would be a good check for this?
So there's a few choices you can make. You can make it as a wisdom check because you're navigating nature. You're using the winds. You can make it as an intelligence check to see if he understands what the tools are, or you can make it a strength check to keep him locked in and keeping the wheel straight, which is what he was asked to do.
Okay, so yeah. You can give me whichever one you prefer to do, Mountain Blood.
Nope. Let's pray the strength is with me today. 15?
Yeah, it's a pretty calm day, so you're able to keep the boat straight.
Hell yeah.
So, Missy, what's the message? Because you were the one kind of being in charge of this. What you need to tell them? As you kind of see him
Parlay.
looking at an hourglass off towards part of it. Not an hourglass. What'd I say?
Parlay.
Okay. Simple as that. Anything else you need to tell them with it?
No, a parlay agreement is all that we need.
Very well. Best get Victor tied up now. We'll be there in about... Kind of does a breeze check. 15, 20 minutes?
Will do. Neil dear,
Mm-hmm.
bring our prisoner out in the shackles.
Very well. And he'll go back into the room so they can start getting Victor ready.
Oh, and feel free if he decides that he wants to try and give you trouble to sedate him.
Very well.
Give me a sleight of hand to get him in the shackles, Ildir.
Cool. And
If-
while we're
if he-
doing this, I think he said he had a question while we're getting him in the shackles. I will try my sleight of hand. It's kind of low, but I will try it.
If Victor's willing, would you have to do that anyway?
21.
No, this is to make it look
to make it look
Yeah.
real.
Make it look real.
Okay.
Make him loose enough that he can slip out of them if need be.
but
at
just
first,
just tight enough to where they're not just gonna fall off.
Yeah.
yeah, be convincing, be tight, crazy tight.
Convincing but loose enough to slip out of when needed.
We're putting on a show. We need to act the part.
Kind of like trying to put the cuffs on Chewbacca. They just need to look like they're on, not necessarily be on.
Yeah, and just break them off.
Hmm.
You said you had a last question while he's putting the shackles on,
I did.
or did I mishear?
No, I did have one last question. You said I'm trying to remember if you actually told me about the tower and the crystal there. The tower we found you at, like why you were there. Like where it's come up in conversation. I know there was something about time magic involved.
Hey, buddy.
I was talking to the doggo.
No,
No,
plan
I was
again?
talking with talking about Skull. I heard, hey buddy.
Oh,
I'm talking to my dog.
okay.
So.
Sorry, I got confused. I wasn't looking
I
at
got confused for a second too. That's like, what's up? It's I was in the tower because I was investigating an anomalous magic that had been detected and discovered. So I was just there investigating the anomaly. And then you know what happened from there.
Otherwise, no other reasons other than hey, cool magical thing. Let's check it out.
Well, I figured the magical thing was the source of the anomaly based on the magic and magical properties it was giving off. But when I went to investigate the crystal further, I wound up here.
Hmm. So in that case, follow-up question and then a comment, and then I think we're good.
Okay.
The follow-up question. So, you've been around here for a bit. How do compared to some of the heroes of old, how do you think we measure up?
Well, I'd say you're quite competent.
Much well, that's much appreciated. Sadly, wish you had some more of your as you were telling me, more of your magical skills about. I'm pretty from what I've read, you were quite accomplished from way back when.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
getting launched through time can do weird things.
And for a quick note, you had mentioned a while back that you had stifled some comments I made about necromancers and the whole school. Just want to make sure it's on. I just want to go on record and say, don't have a problem with necromancers or the school. I just hate having to clean. I just hate having to clean up. You know, I prefer the people I take down to stay down. But otherwise, I've over the past few days, I've just been realizing I don't really have much of a problem with anybody. I just like being a jackass.
Hmm.
I wish to go on being a jackass. So I hope you understand what I mean by this is I don't have any plans of dying here or have anything tragic happen. Not for any of us. But please, should the worst come, there's no ill will. Just keep me, just don't let our mutual acquaintance, you know, do it, do any fancy Necronomicon kind of nonsense with me. Scatter
Well,
ashes, burn the body. I don't want to come back.
if you want to know more about our mutual acquaintance, make sure you survive this encounter. Make sure you survive this assault.
Oh, I just want to punch him. I want to break his stupid skull in.
And I think we're good.
All right.
And I'll walk him out in the shackles.
Yeah.
So as you approach this island, get closer to it. You see the side you're coming up on just 2 layers of just covered in cannons. There's probably more on a different side. You just can't see them at this angle. But it's not the side you're going to be assaulting the base from, so it's not really necessary. As you get guided into the dock, you want bottom left of the map.
You
Dang, that's a lot ahead.
all hands, voice the colors high.
All right.
Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Ah, there you go.
So as you get into this giant, basically this is a caved in like little inlet that they keep the boat docked in, so it's good and safe from any kind of inclement weather attack. So it's nice and fortified in here, filled with a bunch of torches on the wall that's lighting the area up. There's more pirates walking around here than what I have on here, so I just didn't feel like putting that many things on here for now.
Oh, the pirates are the pirate flags.
Yeah.
You don't have people. You just have the pirate flag. Got it.
Yep.
I was wondering what the flags were.
It's like a little cove.
Ah. You be the bard we were expecting, yes? As this one comes up to you.
Hi, matey.
Ah. What was the name they called you, those new recruits?
She'll look at the pirate and be like, I only give my real name to the captain.
Yes, but you
Please
did
call
give a
me
code name.
Barracuda." Been forever. What code name did I give?
I'm asking you because I forgot too.
Okay. Are you to rock, paper, scissors this to accept whatever I give you, or
Whatever you say it is, I'll let it go as what it was, because I forgot. It's just been a while.
Yeah, the
yeah?
character would
I'm
remember.
like, shit. Did I already give them an alias? I don't remember.
You above game, you did give an alias. I just forgot
probably
what it
did.
was.
Okay. You can call me Barracuda.
Ooh, Barracuda. Ah, very well. I will get Francois. He was expecting you.
Like, we'll yell up to the all right, bring in our treasure if you can.
Ah, as you see this guy come out of the one room, starts stretching. So he's here, huh? Good. He kind of comes up to you. Looks at you, Victor, shackled up. So this is the great and powerful Victor, is it? Where's your fancy sword now? That I've heard so much about.
Lyric will kind of shake her hips a little bit. It's on me hip.
He kind of looks down at it. Fancy, yes. He looks at you, Nildir. Elf, huh? Another one. And a big guy, huh? So are you on our side? Pretty brazen of you to come into a pirate's fortress.
That's what I was hoping we could parlay about.
Ah, yes. Well, be one of our artifacts that we managed to steal. Him and his crew kind of stole its luster from us, and we're a little upset with him. We have other ones back at the manor too, you see. We've been collecting them.
Hey, that's intriguing. Is there a total amount of artifacts that you're looking for, or just
As many of
more
them as we can
collecting?
find to stick it to the Emperor.
That blasting emperor, so fat on his high chair up in the capital. He doesn't understand the high seas like we do.
Indeed. These relics are wasted on his kind. They do not know
Well,
the full power they possess.
I'm interested in myself. We had another one with us and grabbed the sword from the devil's waist and drove him mad. We had to put him down.
The shame his lot beat you to that one. Is I know you're of the bard variety. It was a relic of Sonata herself. Would have been perfect to bless you with.
Oh, if I could get my hands on something like that, it'd be perfect. But
Well, it's not
unfortunately, I
the
haven't
only
had
one of
any luck
hers,
on
so.
that. That's why I would be interested in joining up with your crew.
Good. Well, maybe we need to start tracking down some more of ourselves. We have maybe heard of one where. Make sure I get this god right. Remus somewhere more inland that we need to track down. But anyway, come, the captain awaits.
Let me make sure all of this gets transferred off the boat correctly. It's our personal treasure, after all.
Simon kind of perks up. Yes, I will. Yes, ma'am, I'll deal with that if they don't mind me staying by the boat while you meet with the captain.
Of course. Ensure that the ship is ready to be ported should they accept our offer, or in case we have unfortunate circumstances for flight.
You think you're getting out of here if you don't agree with terms.
Lyric will kind of look at him and smile. Exactly.
So I suppose I should give you a slight tour when we're going up.
Sorry, if I may, since we had discussed it earlier, when we're still before we got onto the actual land itself, I had cast the magic aura on the actual ring or manacles that we had put on Victor, whichever we had decided.
We'll say you did that, yeah.
Just because we had gone over it and everything, I just wanted to make sure that I did go through with that.
Yeah. Probably when you and I, that's when you and I were talking.
Yeah, when we were talking and I was putting the manacles on.
I'm just thinking Vader should fall behind Lyric with Madame Blood and kneel there behind him.
Definitely Mountain Blood. Nildir can walk wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be somewhere in the middle. Because
As you're
I am
walking, you
supposedly
hear.
your
Oh,
assistant.
go ahead.
Sorry, I was just finishing because I am supposedly your assistant or advisor.
Yep.
As you're walking, you hear Francois kind of go, I see you've magicked up his shackles to assume keeping him from using his magic, correct?
Yes, of course. She kind of points to his hand. I have a special heirloom I got from my family. Cancels out magical effects used with one's hands, and if you can't use your hands for spells with somatics, well, you're going to have a difficult time casting just about anything. And my big lad there is commanded that should he ever try to speak, to immediately bludgeon the back of his head.
Very
Vader's
well.
But Vader's just have his. He's put on a very hardly practiced, but kind of like head held high, kind of looking down at people's noses. Playing the part of the respectable hero in shackles.
Kind of goes up to you and
If you
grabs
never-
you under the chin. Give me a perception check, Victor.
Sure thing. Perception. 13.
You kind of hear him whisper to you. Didn't expect you to get caught so easily. Sure this isn't some kind of trick? Anyway.
Oh no! Before he walks away, because he's just holding him by the chin, right?
Yep.
Because he should be able to smell the alcohol that he doused himself earlier with.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to look him dead in the eyes and now, like lean a little bit closer. Now his eyes. If you want to try something, and he's gonna headbutt him, which is should be Mountain Blood's cue to
Okay, you
basically
still
punch him in the
do the
ribs.
headbutt. Give me the attack.
Yeah.
Just do it as an unarmed strike.
Yeah. Let's see. That should just be a strength check.
Yep.
A strength blow with and I just add my modifier. Correct.
Yep.
So we will do this. That's 12 plus. That's our proficiency for 16 a hit.
As you hit him in the head, nothing. He takes it like a champ. He takes no damage. You do not beat his AC.
But yeah, since Victor did speak, and
Yep.
Victor, like, he's not going to take his eyes off him. This is where Mount Blood is supposed to do his thing.
Let me just like crack. And that'd be. I'll
It's a
just.
strength check.
Yep.
Yeah, strength check plus proficiency. It's not like he's.
Okay, roll damage because you're hit. You have to make this look legit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Is that a D4 for unarmed?
Yeah,
Right.
I think you have the thing for that feat I gave you for free that lets you do special stuff with unarmed combat.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
Tavern Brawler.
Tavern Brawler, yeah.
That's a fun feat.
It's been so long, I forgot about it. Let's see. Tavern Brawler. Let me see. I'm not seeing it on my features or traits.
Whatever, just roll a d4 and add your strength to it.
Yeah. 3 plus 5. So it's going to be 8.
So you take 8 bludgeoning damage, Victor.
Crack.
Feisty. But anyway,
like a champ.
if you guys are accepted, we got our barracks down here. This is where you'll be sleeping. The nicer ones are over here. You don't get to go in those yet. You follow me over this way, we'll lead you up to the second floor. Let me reveal. Now, if you look on the map, there's the red line and blue line here. That refers to what step it goes up to on the next level.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Where'd he go? Okay.
Yeah, Vader's still being pushed along.
As you kind of see through this doorway here, there's some more cannons in there. Here's the mess hall. When it's time to eat, your food's in there. I hope you like fish. That's what the main courses are here. Because, easy to get. Another set of barracks over here. Not yours. You get bottom floor.
Yeah, Vader's kind of just. His eyes are just trying to take in as much of the place as possible for
Getting a feel of space.
mesmerize. He's
Nonchalantly
memory
looking
purposes.
at
Mental
them.
mapping.
Mental mapping, yes. So Memorization. There we go.
And I'm just going to give you the full main area as he takes you over to the right there. As you get to the top, this area is just covered in willow trees, absolutely everywhere. And there's clearly some kind of enchantment on them. And you see in the center of the island here, a giant manor. Captain's this way. Not keep him waiting now, okay?
Agreed.
Just a second here. I forgot to put tokens on here. So he's there. There's Gnarl. That's not part of the actual, map.
Yep. The enchanted trees. Victor wouldn't be able to suss out what kind of enchantment's on them just by looking at them, would he?
Give me an Arcana check. I'll let that go.
Yeah. Give me one moment. Arcana. 10.
Some kind of enchantment on them. Let me see what it would be here. Get a second.
Even if you can't give me an exact one, I would at least like to figure out.
I'll say you could figure out the school. I just gotta look up what the spell school is. Some kind of evocation spell is on them.
Mm.
No, I'm gonna say he's in. Well, Captain's upstairs. Follow me.
Yes. Feel free to grab my token. I'm writing notes.
I'll move you upstairs.
Thank you.
As he knocks on this door. Captain! They've arrived. Captain? You in there, Captain?
Is there a problem?
Yeah, just a second. He just barges in. Captain! Everyone give me a perception check.
Wait, oh. 14?
23.
Nat 20 for 22.
What'd you say again, Lyric?
23.
23? Okay. Yeah, both Victor and Skull, Mountain Blood, you hear the captain muttering something, but you can't make it out because it's kind of slightly slurred. Nildir and Lyric, you both hear clear as day. It's been a year, Francois, since she was gone. Sorry. It's Listen, Captain. The people. They've kept. The person that captured Victor has arrived and listening to speak with you. Gonna hear a couple slaps. Let him in. You may enter.
Lyric will look at Nildir and Mountain Blood. Leave the treasure outside. And she'll
Quick
walk
nod.
Yep.
As you enter, you see a man in kind of like a long trench-like coat, leather trench coat, leaned against the wall with a giant painting of a woman on it, faced away from you.
What does the woman look like?
Kind of a long black hair, kind of a like sky blue dress. Real good look, gorgeous looking woman. Kinda here.
Human, elf,
Human.
human. Okay.
Give me everyone give me another perception check as you hear as you're kind of going in.
22.
14.
Stupid character sheet open, you stupid bitch.
17.
12.
The only one that hears this is Lyric. As you hear Francois go, "That's right, it has been a year."
That's a 22 on a history check. What could he possibly mean by it's been a year in relation to the painting and
Can't remember if I told you this or not, but his fiance died.
you did?
Yep.
I think you mentioned it was right around when the incident happened or just before it.
Crap, did I say it was around there? Did I remember that wrong?
I believe so. Let me check back on my notes. I believe I would have run that down. Yeah, his fiance was found dead some time ago, drained of her life and soul. The investigation went cold fast.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. I thought I wrote it down on his character sheet, but I didn't, so I just. Yeah, we'll say it was a year ago.
Yeah.
You see him kind of like standing, kind of get his composure back, but Francois does stay in the room. Mountain Blood, you're in there too.
Yep.
Kind of turns around. You managed to capture someone that just recently managed to piss me off, huh? He says that to you, Lyric.
Yeah, Victor's outside. Currently he's sitting on a bench.
So, where is he?
Outside with my guard, which I don't know why Mountain Blood's standing on the table.
Oh,
Just
I didn't realize. I
answer
thought he
the
came in. Sorry, yeah. Get him in here.
No. Lyric will look at him. We need to make a deal first.
What deal is that?
Well, is this going to be a captain to captain thing, or is it going to be a full party?
Full party.
All right. Well, then my first mate can be in here as well as yours. She'll point to Francois, assuming that that's the first mate.
Yes.
All right. My guard outside has orders that should Victor at all try to escape his cufflinks or just cause some sort of obstacle or distraction to cause immediate bludgeon damage to the back of his head. The question I have for you, my fellow captain, is what is he worth to you? And she'll come and sit at the table.
Well, he's a hero of the Empire. Title that should have rightfully been mine, but was taken away as well. Be a good bargaining chip to get the more relics of the gods in my hands that the Empire doesn't deserve. And I can always use more crew if you're willing to come along. I could make sure you seem like you could make good use of one of the blessings on them. Is that right, Francois? Absolutely. Now, before we discuss any further, get him in here. I need to know if it's him.
Push him along.
So, like, your first mate can confirm that it's him. And she'll pull out Victor's sword and put it on the table. We have this.
Yes, it's a sword. Congratulations. Get him in here now.
Good captain, we are under the stance of parley, are we not?
Yes, we are, and I want him in here as part of that parlay.
She'll look at him. What are you going to give in trade?
My time. Now get him in here.
Lyric will lean over to Nildir. All right, bring him in.
I'm assuming as Victor's just is just humming to himself on the bench. He sees Nildir gesturing for the two of them to come in. Rather just need Mountain Blood to bring me in.
Just kind of start shoving me along a little bit. A little nudge.
Yeah, actually, don't, it just mumbles on his breath. Don't have to be so rude about it. Like, it's Grant. Mountain Blood knows he's playing a part.
Just playing along. Go.
He kind of. So what do you do with Victor?
As soon as he wants to get lit. He's trying to detect the tone of the room once he enters the captain's quarters. Like, how's the captain look like? Disheveled, like surly. Like, what's the atmosphere?
He looks a
From now
little kind of drunk and irritated today.
And the first mate, I'm assuming he's still as smug.
Yep, same as he was the entire time you've met him. He's kind of looking at you and smirking.
Victor's gonna do the very loud, kind of snort, like there's something distasteful in the room. Am I allowed to speak, or am I going to get another smack across the head?
That's another smack across the head. As soon as he starts talking.
Charles goes, now. No need for that at this point. I may have some questions for him, and he does need to talk to do that, but if he gets out of line, yes, then smack him. So that was a legitimate question at this point from him.
Well, you can ask, and he can ask as much as he wants as soon as he's your property. For now, he's in my custody. So I have shown you him, which has bought me your time. Now, what are you willing to spend to have him?
Well, I'd be willing to make you as members of my glorious and up-and-coming crew, all of you.
Yes, yes, with the barracks down in the bottom.
As of right now, it would look bad upon the rest of my crew to give a new recruit anything but those, but we can get you out of
mean
them.
the ones that couldn't capture him?
Well, I hate for the rest of my other crew to have a opinion of me playing favorites now.
She looks at the first mate. Do you not play favorites?
We've both worked on this crew together. You get what you
Loyalty
put
is
in.
important. So is that doesn't mean that someone's not a favorite boy.
What do you mean? I sleep on the barracks on the first floor, albeit the nicer ones, but I'm still on the first floor.
And she'll look at Francois, give him like a soft touch of his cheek. Oh, unfortunately, you can't give your captain what he really needs now, is it?
As you start to touch him, he brushes you aside. I did not give you permission to touch me.
She'll smile at him. Fair enough. Crew isn't enough. Just to be on your crew, I've heard getting on your crew isn't that very difficult to get, which is why I brought a bargaining piece for something more substantial.
Yes, I believe we have a couple other relics of the gods on hand here that I feel as though you would have the tenacity, you and your crew would have the tenacity to actually survive them. Now that's
That
something
we
I don't
may
give out
be-
to any Tom, Dick, or Jane that comes to join the crew.
Now that may be very interesting for us to buy, to trade. Now, are those items only up for our possession should we join your crew?
Yes, I'm not going to tell you where they are.
I'm not asking for where they are. I was asking if they would be ours if we traded Victor for those items. Because again, joining your crew isn't that difficult.
Yes, I would not give you access to them if you were just to join the crew. This would be a benefit for the trade for our friend Victor here.
Above game, did Simon give us a time of how long it would take him to do his mission?
No.
Okay. We saw how many cannons were there, correct?
You didn't get a good chance to look at the second floor, but I'll say it. Let me go back and look at the first floor. You would have seen that more clearly.
And then how long has it been since we've gotten to the captain's room?
There's about 6 you saw on the first floor on that one alcove. About 10 minutes.
To stall. She's trying to stall as long as she can to give Simon as much time as he could use to do and complete his mission. So, what could I roll to figure out the timetable for Simon?
Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's an 8. It was sitting on the 18. It was sitting on the 18 and then fell over to the 4.
Could Victor also make an intelligence check to see if how much time we need to deal with
Yeah,
from
go
what he
ahead.
saw? Yeah.
Baller.
That's a net 1 for
Damn.
a 5.
Yeah, I will say just
Let's take it.
above game since this didn't come up. As he did say it, at worst would take him 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
At
So
worst.
lyric
So yeah,
Lyric,
Victor can
Lyric
survive.
would be able to figure out we've been at this for 10, 15 minutes. If I can just stall for another 10 minutes, we should be in the clear, and then we should get the hell out of here. So which relics would you be so trusting to
I just realized I was
part
muted.
with us?
Let me think of which ones we have. Well, I know.
I know from your first mate, he said something about a certain item from Sonata.
Well, yes, but unfortunately, your friend here, looking at Victor, has already seized the power from it, so it'll be a while before we could actively use that one again.
She'll look at Victor with some disgust and kind of give like that curled lip where she's like showing her teeth, but like, yeah.
Victor's just looking at the biggest shit-eating grin.
I know we have one for Selkie, the goddess of the sea. We do have one for Skiggy, the goddess of shadows. And then we have one for Resfilger, the god of the sky.
And how many more are you looking to acquire? I know your first mate said as many as you can. But there's only so many gods.
Well, be honest, we don't know how many of these the gods have made, because there could be. There's another one. There's other ones of Sonata out there. Other ones are the ones we have. We do have a few others that we've already claimed their power, so you couldn't gain those for yourself.
Derek just looks at him. I apologize. I asked the wrong question. Is there a specific one you are looking for?
Any for Selkie are always the best for us being pirates, as she is the goddess of the sea.
Sound key.
But any of them we get, it's fine with me. Isn't that right, Francois? Yes, I prefer to find one of the good old Undying King myself.
Alright, so no real specifics outside ones that would accelerate the piracy. She'll give a laugh.
Yes, that's why Skiggy is another good one as well.
So, I know why you want Victor. You're after his brother.
Yes, I suppose that's another bonus to it. Although, I don't know. From what I remember from working with Mercurius in the past, he wasn't on good terms with his brother, so that might not help as much.
That was why we found him in the state that he was. His brother rejected him from being able to join him on his armada fleet.
Yeah, Victor will stop grinning at that and just kind of shrug. Like he's clearly pretending to bite back a retort.
Well, I know you're not. You're going by Barracuda. What are your friends' names? So I have best to get a name to a face and all that.
Big one, Everest.
Just a quick little hand up. Like, yep.
My first mate, Coin Purse.
Suppose that's not their real names, but it's good enough for now. So I believe this would be a good advantageous trade for us. I will gladly welcome you aboard my crew. This calls for a
Well,
toast. There is a bottle of wine back in this room and some glasses. If you would like to pour us all a glass as a toast.
was that toward Francois or
No, it's just in this room.
no? Who's going to be pouring the wine?
You
Who is
will.
it directed to get the wine?
Yeah, he's asking you to do it.
I'm going to insight that. Like, he's not gonna
Yeah,
say
that's
anything.
an immediate insight.
That's suspicious.
Well, do better than me, Victor. I roll a natural one.
That's the wrong button. That's for
Oh,
a
boy.
different browser.
Fingers crossed, no whammy. All right.
Modify 20.
From what you can tell, he's trying to test you. I was thinking of a way to to let Lyric know that. Is up to you.
Larry's like, oh, he's completely trustworthy.
Say he's
So
trying.
Lyric will walk over,
Yep.
get the. How many glasses are here? Just for the captains, or
There's like 10 glasses in here because it's a room where they keep some of the wine.
she'll grab 2 glasses, one for her, one for the other captain, seeing as though this is a christening of a deal. She'll come out, put the 2 glasses down on the table. Fancy wine.
This is a deal for every one of the you, your crew, me, and Francois over here.
I'm left
Well,
out.
then may I
I
request
feel this,
Francois and Coin Purse to get the other glasses?
Victor just kind of looks on like, I getting left out. That's a pity.
Now, is there anything you want to do with this wine when you're in that other room, Lyric?
Ooh.
Actually, am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
Yeah, we can
Okay,
hear you.
just checking.
There's nothing much I could do for it. I don't have purify food or drink. And I don't get protection. I don't have protection from poison.
Yeah. Yeah, Victor was just going to be cheeky and just say, and just point out to the captain, toast. So everyone gets to have a toast with me.
What color is the wine, and what color are the liquids of a potion of healing?
There's red wine and red potions of healing.
Okay. As she's getting the wine, she's all by herself, like no one can see her, right?
Correct.
She'll find the bottle of red wine that has the least amount in it, and pour as many potions of healing that she had into that bottle to fill it up.
Okay.
I currently have 3 in my possession. So how many would that take? They're just regular potions of healing to fill up this wine bottle.
2 of them.
All right. Well, that's fine. I can do that. Do I need to roll sleight of hand or anything like that?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
All right. That is a flat 20.
Yep, you get it in there without spilling any, and no one notices you do it.
All right, she's going to go ahead and walk. All right, here's the 2 glasses, blah, blah, blah. Can we send in the first mates to go get the other glasses?
Yep.
Yep.
And she'll start pouring 5 glasses of wine / potions of healing.
Toast to new allies in the this age of soon-to-be piracy.
Prost.
As he looks at you to drink it first.
Lyric will go ahead and drink it first.
Does everyone else follow suit?
Sure.
Better
Kinda
can't
quick
because he's
look
not.
around, but yeah.
And she's not going to sip it. She'll just down the whole thing.
Yes. A toast to new allies, then, as he takes a sip of it. Kind of looks at it weird as Francois also takes a sip. Let me double check something here, because you saw what I was picking up and you put it down.
I mean, at worst, Lyric could have just casted Lesser Restoration on herself. I don't have enough spell slots to get everyone, so.
As Francois takes a sip of this, and immediately starts hacking and coughing. What did you do to this? As he starts coughing it up. As his face starts to distort and change.
Hold on. Lyric's gonna do something as she puts down the glass and looks at him. I thought I smelled something rotten here. And I think it was about time that the captain got a new first mate. And she's gonna douse him in holy water.
Oh, even better. Even better.
What do we have here?
Ooh.
Oh, everybody. Wait, Lyric. You don't recognize this guy. I don't think you've met him. But Neil Deer, Mountain Blood, and Victor, you're met with a sight for sore eyes. As
Crap.
he turns into fucking Namek. Okay,
What? That explains why his head was so hard. It's nothing but bone. Victor's going to go.
hey, where's the damage
let's see.
table for holy water again? I have to figure what that is.
Yeah, why you figure that out?
My brain is written with BG3 stuff. BG3 is 3d6. I don't know what it is in 5e. But if it's anything like BG3, it's 3d6.
2d6 holy water according
There you
to roll 20 compendium.
Okay, roll 2d6.
Max.
Yeah. Also, just in case that fails, Victor is ready contingency to tackle the mech.
That is 4 damage on my holy waters as I rolled low.
Oof.
Okay.
4 radiant damage.
As you see, Charles, I can't word right now. Charles go, Francois, what's the meaning of this? As that is where we're going to end this session for the day.